18-55 kit lens. I use this lens to do some street photography to show how, if used properly, you can get some really good results using a standard zoom lens. Now, we all know, especially as Fuji shooters, that the XF 18 to 55 millimeter has very good image quality. Very sharp photos can be made with this lens. We know that it has optical image stabilization in it. You can turn that on and off, and when using this with my X Pro 3, obviously I'll switch that bad boy on so that it will help to give me some steady shots. Really like the fact that Fuji has come out with lenses that have optical image stabilization in them. And if you wanted to see how I did with the newly released 70-300, definitely check my recent videos to see my feelings about that lens as I traveled to two areas in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So when we look at this lens and what it can do, the first thing I wanted to show is how far it extends out. When using this for street photography, of course, a lot of folks think that you want to be incognito, blend in with the scene, and not have anybody see that you're taking photos. So a zoom lens, believe it or not, can come in handy in that. It can put you at a certain distance where you can still zoom in and capture pictures of your subject, but at the same time, if you're up close and personal, you run the risk of somebody seeing this thing on the camera with the lens extended out. Now, I personally, from doing a few years of street photography, know that it really does come down to your intent. And my intent going out this day, it was a nice cloudy overcast day. It actually was potentially going to rain, but didn't. So managed to get some nice black and white photos with the X Pro 3, which I'll show you guys shortly. Where I got, like I just said, some really good images here. Was able to use this lens and with that intent of going out and doing street photography, really doing unobtrusive style shooting, documenting what's going on. You put yourself in a situation where I think you don't really care if folks see that you're taking a picture or not. Definitely ask for permission if you're going to do a portrait style street photography. Definitely look to follow whatever that rule you have for photos you take and don't take. You know, like me, I tend to try to stay away from that raw style of photography, taking pictures of people in a situation where they're not at their best. So you really won't see me taking photos of that. But I was really impressed with this guy. As you can see, I've had this guy for a little bit. I do have a little bit of wear, not as much as you would think for as much as I've used this lens for the time that I've had it. I've upgraded from the regular plastic hood to a Hogue LX-X13. I think it complements the lens, very nicely. I don't use a filter on this lens. I usually use some type of protection filter because we all could be a little clumsy at once in a while and, try to protect that front element. But this is a workhorse for me when it comes to just getting out and doing some shootings. Again, as you guys know from some previous videos, I just recently acquired the 70-300, and I think between that lens and this lens, it feels a happy medium. And I actually do plan on seeing what I can do, taking some shots with this lens along with that 70-300 to kind of get a comparison. You guys let me know if you like to see something like that and see how they compare to each other and how they complement each other. So with that, I wanted to show you real quickly what this looks like on the X Pro 3. And then we will get into my review of the photos here and how well this thing does. So as you can see, this has a presence to it. And, again, when you go out, hopefully, and everybody does this, to shoot with intent, that, you take into account what your street photography setup is going to be like, what style of street photography you're going to be shooting, and then you can go from there with the right frame of mind. So with this outing, went to Northville, Michigan, and did some shots of their Halloween skeleton with some folks. We'll go ahead and show some pictures, and you guys enjoy the pictures, and definitely leave some comments on what you thought about it and if you would use it for street photography. And I guess I need to start asking for those who like the videos, go ahead and subscribe, so that way you can definitely get notification of when or it pops up in your subscription feed when I make a new video. Definitely like the video if you like the content as well. Thank you very much, YouTube. Have a great day.